Good morning student, welcome back. Today we will proceed our chapter with the remaining terms. So let's start with our terms sundry debtors and sundry creditors. Sundry debtors. A person who owes money. A person or an entity who owes amount to the enterprise against credit sale of goods or service rendered. Goods when sold to a person on credit, that person is called debtors or customer. Debtors are shown as an asset in the balance sheet. Creditor. A person or an enterprise to whom an enterprise owes amount against credit purchase of goods or rendered services. Businessman, neither debtor nor creditor. Debtors are customer whom businessmen sold goods in credit, and creditors are supplier from whom businessmen purchase goods in credit. Next term is bills receivable and bills payable. Bills receivable. It means a bill of exchange accepted by a debtor, the amount of which will be received on the specific date. And bills payable means a bill of exchange accepted by the person or enterprise, the amount of which will be payable on the specific date. Account receivable or trade receivable is combined of debtors and bills receivable. It refers to the amount due on account of goods sold or service rendered in the normal course of business. Such receivable are due within a period of 1 year. And account payable or trade payable. It refers to the amount due on account of goods purchased or service rendered in the normal course of business, which is must be settled within a year. Sundry creditors and bills payable are jointly called as bills payable. Bad debt. The amount of debtors which is irrecoverable is called bad debt. The amount which debtors fail to pay or there no hope of repayment of the amount become bad debt. It happens when the financial position of a debtor are not good. Bad debt recover. Sometimes an amount declared as bad debt is received after some time from the debtors. It is gain to the business and cash is received. Solvency. It is a position when a person or businessman able to pay its debt, that is solvency. Next one term is insolvent. One who is not able to pay his liability in full and declared insolvent by the court is called an insolvent or bankrupt. In such case, the assets of a businessman are less than his liability. Goods. Those commodities which are purchased by a businessman for selling purpose. Articles manufactured or bought for resale with profit motive are called goods. Three types of goods are there: raw materials, semi-finished or finished goods. Next term is stock. Stock includes value of those goods which are purchased for reselling and which are lying unsold on a particular date. Stock may be opening stock and closing stock. The term opening stock means goods lying unsold in the beginning of accounting year, whereas the term closing stock includes goods lying unsold at the end of accounting period. Stock may be raw material, semi-finished and finished. Next term is purchase. Purchase refers to the amount of goods bought by a business for resale or for use in the production. The term purchase is used only for goods of purchase in which the business deals. Goods purchased for cash are called cash purchase. If they are purchased on credit, they are called credit purchase. Total purchase include both cash and credit purchase. Next term is sales. Sales refers to the amount of goods sold that are already bought or manufactured by the business. It means transfer of ownership of goods or services to customer. When goods are sold for cash, they are called cash sale, but if goods are sold and payment is not received at the time of sale, they are called credit sale. Total sale includes both cash and credit sale. Discount. Any type of concession in payment with the motive to get the payment earlier or to increase sale is called discount. It is two types: cash discount and trade discount. Cash discount is allowed to customer for making prompt and early payment, and trade discount is allowed by the seller to its buyer at a fixed percent on the list price with the objective to increase sale. Next term is rebate. Rebate, it is a reduction in the value of goods sold allowed by the seller after the goods have been sold. It is allowed by the seller for the reason other than which trade discount and cash discount are allowed. For example, rebate may be allowed because of poor quality of goods or goods being not as per specification. Depreciation is the gradual and permanent decrease in the value of an asset. It is the diminution in intrinsic value of the assets due to use and or lapse of time. Livestock. Domestic animals such as cattle or horses are known as livestock. Next term is entity. Entity means individual existence. An entity or business entity means an economic unit which is formed for earning income by providing services or selling goods. Next and most important term, that is debit and credit. The word debit is derived from Latin word debitum, which means due for that. In short, the benefit receiving aspect of transaction is known as debit. The word credit is derived from Latin word creder, which means due to that. In short, the benefit giving aspect of a transaction is known as credit. The abbreviations DR dot for debit and CR dot for credit are usually used. By convention, the left hand side of an account is termed as debit side and right hand side of an account is termed as credit side. Next term is voucher. Voucher is a source of document that serve to confirm, witness or vouch for same fact or a transaction. It is an evidence for the transaction undertaken. Examples of vouchers are cash memo, invoice, bill, receipts, debit note, credit note, etc. Thank you. Have a nice day.